So here's 17 reasons why the iMRS is the best PEMF device available today. Reason number one is that the iMRS is the only PEMF device that I've found, at least as far as the full body mat devices, because I do recommend getting a unit with a full body mat. It's the only one I've found that primarily uses the frequencies of the Earth. Some of the other full body mat devices claim to, but they have hidden frequencies present on every setting in the 250, 500, and 1000 hertz range. So you have to kind of read the fine print. And as I talked about in my book, these 0 to 30 hertz frequencies are the frequencies that the Schumann resonance and the Earth in the higher harmonics of Schumann, it's the frequencies that our tissues and cells, according to Addy and Bowen and Siskin and Walker, respond to. It's actually the frequencies that we project according to Zimmerman and Sato studies in Japan. And also it's very common knowledge that our brain state from low delta to high beta goes from 0 to 30 hertz. And that's just standard medical knowledge. So number one reason is that the iMRS uses exclusively Earth-based frequencies. Number two, the iMRS has a built-in biorhythm clock. And this is great because it gives you the right frequency for the time of day. So for example, in the morning, you're getting primarily around 15 hertz, which is a beta brain state frequency. And this helps to wake you up, to energize, so you can be more alert in the morning. And in the evening programs, it uses primarily more of a theta delta frequency, which helps you to wind down, relax, and get ready for sleep. So it's very in tune with your biorhythms and the time of day and what you need. Number three, the iMRS uses safe yet strong enough intensities. And the iMRS has an ideal range from the nanotesla for people that are really, really sensitive up to even 300 microtesla on the new probe. And so it's great for both sensitive people and for localized pain relief that needs a little higher intensity. And these intensities are all within the range that is deemed safe by different governing agencies like the DIN and some other worldwide organizations that talk about safety levels for intensity. So you got a good, strong enough intensity, but yet it's still safe. And I also like that it's a graduated intensity. So you're getting a higher intensity towards the feet and a lower intensity towards the head, because the head and the neck are more sensitive. So number four, the iMRS uses research-proven waveforms, the sawtooth and the square wave. The iMRS PEMF system uses the proven sawtooth waveform, which provides the cells with a full frequency spectrum, like a bundle of frequencies simultaneously that will resonate with different tissues. Because as Siskin and Walker showed, and some other researchers, that different tissues in the body respond to different frequencies, primarily within the 0 to 30 hertz range. So when you use a sawtooth and the harmonics of a sawtooth, you're getting just a broader frequency spectrum. And it's also a rapid rise and fall, which relates to the next waveform, which is the square wave. And the square wave was the particular waveform that NASA found to be the most effective for healing and regeneration. And they found specifically that low intensity, low frequency, around 10 hertz, and a rapid rise and fall, which both the sawtooth and the square wave qualify as, was the most ideal signal for healing and regeneration. In fact, they found that lower intensity worked better than higher intensity, and the lower frequencies worked better than the higher frequencies. And the rapid rise and fall sawtooth and square wave worked better than a sine wave or the more simplistic waveforms that don't have a rapid rise and fall. Number five, the iMRS uses tightly wound circular pure copper coils. The iMRS has 3 pairs of tightly wound coils, and this gives you a pure magnetic field. Some of the competitors, and I'll show a few images here in the video, use basically plastic tubing with copper inside, but they wind it in a way that's more of an oval, and the spacing in between isn't very tight. So the field lines kind of bleed off, and you're not getting a pure magnetic field. Purest magnetic field is very tightly wound circular coils. Number 6, the iMRS uses a full body mat. And you definitely want to get a full body mat PEMF device to tap into the amazing benefits. You know, even when Dr. Oz promoted PEMF therapy as one of the greatest breakthroughs for pain relief, he was very particular on recommending to get a full body mat device. And I do agree with that, because you want to energize the whole body first, even before you go in for local application with the applicators. Number 7, the iMRS reverses polarity every 2 minutes. And this is important because your body will acclimate or become adjusted to a signal. Number 8, the iMRS minimizes electrosmog exposure. And the plug itself that plugs into the wall will filter out the unhealthy 60 hertz AC current and converts it to a DC at the wall. Number 9, the iMRS is digital, programmable, and easy to upgrade. There's a lot of programmability and there's a lot of intelligence built in to the new iMRS that was definitely an upgrade from the previous MRS 2000. Number 10, the iMRS has an HRV advanced biofeedback system called the iMOR. The iMRS is the only PMF unit available in the U.S. with an advanced biofeedback, and this sort of puts using the iMRS on autopilot because it automatically adjusts the intensity of the unit based on a heart rate variability biofeedback. And it also gives you a unique session every time you use it, so further preventing habituation or acclimation to the unit, because that definitely happens with a simple sine wave and with static magnetic mattress products. You just don't get the same benefit over time that you would initially. Number 11, the iMRS has an integrated light and sound system that helps to further entrain the mind into deeper relaxation. And it's sort of like a spa for the mind, so it's a nice addition. And the frequencies in the ISLRS are synchronized to the frequencies in the mat, so it's a nice synergy. Number 12, the iMRS has FDA registration, and it's soon to be one of the few PMF devices approved by Health Canada, and that's coming very, very soon. Number 13, the iMRS has leading safety and quality certificates, including, but not limited to, the ISO 9001, ISO 13485, EEC 93-42 certification, has CECB product safety certificates, and ISO 14791 risk management, and others. So it's very, very, very well accredited. Number 14, the iMRS is a reputable, long-standing German-based PMF company with over 15 years' experience. Since the late 90s, the iMRS and the previous MRS 2000 have been a worldwide leader in PMF therapy, and there's literally hundreds of thousands of case studies in both the German clinics and since then to really validate the effectiveness of the MRS 2000, which is now the iMRS. Number 15, the iMRS is one of the best values of any PMF system on the market. Number 16, the iMRS has a standard 3-year warranty, which is extendable to 5 years. And finally, number 17, the iMRS offers some of the best one-on-one training and support. So that way you can be assured when you get your device, you'll really get results using it.